Oh shit, man, I don't know what to do. I got all this stuff. I got all these towns, all these cities, all these continents, all these people, all the stories, all the characters, all their backstories, and I don't know where to start the campaign. I've got so much to do. I've got 1 week left. What do I do, man? If that's you right now, I can probably help. Maybe. This is the first type of video that I'm doing that is like this. I want to do more Dungeons & Dragons content on the channel, so why not just take whatever ideas in my head, throw them out there, and see what sticks. And this is the first one that came to mind. How to start a session 1 on D&D campaign. You gotta start with a couple things.
$1 million.
The first thing I would start with is, gotta find out where to begin. It could be a port, and all of the characters are arriving from a journey from some continent or some place in your land to a port city. So they're all on the same boat. Literally. Or perhaps they're in a market square, and, well, markets have just about anything a person would need, so even if they all don't know each other and they're just there by happenstance, then they all could meet because of something happening in the market square. Maybe an explosion, maybe someone gets stabbed, could really be anything you think of. Another idea is perhaps they're meeting on a battlefield, or perhaps the characters all know each other because they're fighting in a war or in a battle that's either about to end should they be victorious, or end because they all die. Obviously, this is the start of your campaign. You don't want to end it just after starting it, so go a little easy on your players, whether they're level 1 or level 3. But it's an interesting idea to try a battlefield. Maybe everyone's a little bit hurt. Maybe the battle's already done and they're victorious. Could be a multitude of things, really. But that's up to your imagination. And even if nothing imaginative comes to you, there is nothing wrong with having the tried and true, you all meet in a tavern. Because what do taverns have? Food. Everyone needs food, living or undead. So now you've got your location. Great. Now, how do we get started from there? Start introducing the characters one by one. Or if they're a set of paired characters, do them together. Better yet, have them describe their characters and a small scene of what they're doing in the moment. Then, after a bit, switch the scene to the next character and do that till everyone at the table is introduced. Then, have a major event happen to get everyone's attention and kick things off. Like, say, the players are eating in a tavern and they hear an explosion outside. Or even better, have the explosion come from the kitchen of the tavern or inn that they're in. And if you want to go even further than that, have a random player roll dexterity DC 8, not something super high, to get out of the way of flying debris and take a d4 of bludgeoning damage if they don't. That way it switches the game from show and tell straight into gameplay in dramatic fashion. I'll give you an example of how I would do it. Hello, heroes. Our story brings us to the world of Krelon, a once war-torn land now in its recovery era, due to the end of a brutal 10-year war on the plain-swept continent of Lushal, between the warring states Baranok and Vaktos. Here we find ourselves in a modest, small Hayshire Inn located a few miles away from the capital of Baranok, Kiruna. On the second floor of a bedroom down the hall, we find Arya, a paladin of Ilmater, still asleep from her long journey from the southern continent of Gurdesh. Arya, you're dreaming about the night your parents were taken from you. How did it happen? And would you please describe your character? Doing this sets up Arya and why she's there, and it takes a little bit of strain off of you as the DM, as the player gets the chance to explain what their character looks like and give a small idea of why their character is there. This little bit of information helps the other players get an idea or a feel for their character, so the players have the info, but not the PCs. After Arya's dream and introduction, we switch to Jeremiah, the rogue, sleeping on the back of a carriage he stowed away on. Jeremiah, how did you end up on this carriage, and would you describe your character for us? This sets up his character and why he is here. Finally, Franklin, you were awake in training all night, slept precious few hours, and are having a morning bite to eat. You heard some commotion between two individuals the night before, something about running to the capital. Why was Franklin training all night? And let's see if he recalls what he heard from those two people. Roll me a history check, and please describe your character. This sets up Franklin's reason for being here, and perhaps he has some knowledge on the criminals that Arya is looking for, and Jeremiah could lend his aid to perhaps get some assistance in getting amnesty for the crime that he committed. Here, we've set up 3 things. 1. Character introductions. Arya the Paladin, Jeremiah the Rogue, and Franklin the Fighter. 2. Their reasons for being in the same location. Jeremiah running from the law. Arya trying to catch the criminals who slew her parents. And Franklin, because he's traveling to the capital and this was a stop on his way there. And 3. Common interest, and this is the most important one. Jeremiah may know the criminals who slew Arya's parents because he himself is a criminal. Arya may hear him out and not arrest him if Jeremiah agrees to help her find the other criminals. And Franklin, who could have overheard a conversation between the 2 criminals saying they were going to the capital, and overheard the altercation between Arya and Jeremiah. He could then offer his help. Now all 3 characters have a singular location to go to, the capital. Arya for revenge, Jeremiah for amnesty, and Franklin for convenience, safety in numbers for traveling, the goodness of his heart, or any number of reasons really. It's up to you and your players' imaginations for whatever personal reasons Franklin would have for helping. So to summarize, 1. We need a location, Hayshire Inn. 2. We've detailed the location from the planet, continent, all the way down to the very room where we start with one of our PCs. 3. We've introduced them, their name, what they are, and what they want. And 4. An event that ties them together. Franklin overhearing a conversation between the 2 criminals. And that's the video. How'd I do? Probably not fantastic because, you know, this is the first time I've ever done a video of this type, and I do plan to do more, and I hope I will get better over time. I do plan to get, like, actually, hold on. I have part of it already. I do have a camera that I am still waiting on the SD card for, but I'm going to buy a couple cameras so that I can set up different shots rather than having to move this small camera that I use my face cam for, like video games and such, around on my desk to different monitors, because the downside to that is that it's plugged in. It can't leave the desktop. And, you know, as much as I love my bedroom, a change in scenery where I can like go in the other room to my dining table, but a place where I can move around and do more advanced skits, I guess we'll call it. This wasn't really a skit. Or was it? I don't know. I guess it would be a bare bones skit. But I'll put this back in a minute. But what I'm trying to say is, with more cameras and more room and different areas to record in, I can do more creative stuff. Now, the amount of editing that this is going to require makes me want to cry. But that's the price of having a good video. Or at least I hope it's going to be a good video. Who knows? Maybe I'll make this video and it'll have like 10 freaking views or less. I don't know. Like I said, I don't actually make money from this. So whatever effort gets put into it is whatever effort gets put into it. Although I would like it to do good, because then that would incentivize me to do more. And then, yeah. Motivation. It's a tricky thing. Unless you have ADHD and you hyperfixate. Should I do an outtakes at the end? I think that'd be funny. Hope you all enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Then, you can start introducing the Speaking is hard. Fuck. Speaking is difficult. Kill me. About going to the camp. Fuck, shit. I'm just gonna redo it. I'm just gonna redo that whole fucking thing.